What's up guys, welcome to Money Talk, the number one news source, the number one information source, and the number one entertainment source for everything Ethereum regarding the stock market, the financial world, more specifically HCMC. Today guys, we're going to be talking about what the hell is going on at HCMC and why did they not file a response? Is the lawsuit over? Has HCMC already lost? And are you left with bags? And can HCMC ever recover? And much more. Alright guys. But before we get started, if you're watching this video on anything other than the YouTube app, there's going to be a button up there that says open an app, go to app, whatever it says. I want you guys to press on that, take you directly to the YouTube app on your device to make the audio better, the video better, complete Money Talk experience a whole lot better. Now, with that being said, now that you've done that, let's get this video on HCMC started. So before we get started guys, I want to thank Jawsome Sauce. I know that we're the number one news source for HCMC, but he sure has that number 2 spot on lockdown. Okay guys, so check out his channel. He comes out with daily content regarding HCMC lawsuit, and he does a very good job explaining what is going on, and it helps me kind of break it down and explain it to you guys, the Money Talk viewers, even on easier terms. So thank you Jawsome Sauce, stay awesome. Now, the truth of the matter, guys, is that I am not a lawyer at HCMC, okay? So I have no idea what is actually going on, and this is going to be a very speculative video, and these are going to be what I think and the reasons why I think HCMC didn't respond. So without further ado, let's get talking about why did they not respond? So the first reason why I believe HCMC didn't say anything and respond to Phillip Morris is because they're holding back some golden nuggets. All right guys, they're holding back some crucial information that is going to change the course of this trial and make everything in favor of HCMC, and they kind of didn't want to give this heads up to Phillip Morris and telling him, hey look, we have this information that we're going to talk about, right? So Phillip Morris would have absolutely no response when it comes to the trial. Now guys, before we move on to the second reason why I believe HCMC didn't file a response, I need to talk to you guys about something, okay? I need to talk to you guys about something very serious. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about my Patreon. Hold up, don't click away. Let me explain to you why my Patreon is different from almost every other YouTuber's Patreon. Okay, so when I was putting together my Patreon, guys, I wanted to give my Patreons actual extra value. Not just me being on some other platform and talking about some other stuff, blah, and just saying my own perspective as I am on this channel on my Patreon. So what did I do, guys? I went ahead and I decided to outsource my Patreon. And what did I get? I bought us the Stock Junkies Wall Street Bets trending algorithm. Now, what the hell is the Wall Street Bets trending algorithm? Well, Stock Junkies, guys, these guys have built an algorithm that detects the top 3 most discussed stocks on Wall Street Bets. What the hell is Wall Street Bets? With over 10.8 million subscribers and community members, guys, this is the #1 location for all stock market discussions. Okay, and these guys have spotted and figured out all the many undervalued stocks, many heavily shorted stocks that they have later been able to short squeeze. For example, ATER, AMC, Catapult, the CEI right now. One of the stocks that's getting mentioned a lot on Wall Street Bets is CEI. And these guys basically, for $50 a month, guys, for $50 a month, these guys send out, but let me explain to you. Let me keep explaining, okay? So for $50 a month, guys, these guys give out this information, send out this information every single night to their subscribers. So what did I do? I went ahead and purchased this bundle, and I decided to distribute it for a way cheaper price, right? So it makes sense for you guys, and maybe I can make some profit on top of it as well. So you guys can get that on my Patreon. You guys can get that daily update on my Patreon for only $8 a month. That's right, $8. Stock Junkies has it for $50 a month. Money Talk has it for $8 a month, okay? If that's not a deal, I don't know what the deal is, okay? And you guys can subscribe. And listen, if you don't like it for the first month, go ahead and unsubscribe, okay? But the rate of returning Patreons has only shown that this algorithm is worth it, and it's very much worth it. Of course, you shouldn't use this algorithm as your only source of information when it comes to trading, but it's very good for you to be able to spot new stocks and figure out what stocks are people in the stock market actually excited about and what stocks are they going to be investing in. Now, you can find the Patreon down below, guys, and also if you want more value, you can check out the $20 version, okay guys? So the $20 tier of the Patreon comes with my stock picks as well. My stock trades have been very green. It's actually kind of they've been a lot greener than, I was always green, or else I wouldn't start a stock picking Patreon, right? But they've been a lot more greener recently because I understand that the stakes are higher, right? And I'm kind of under binoculars, right? And people are kind of, and people's money also depends on my stock calls, right? So I do extra research, I do a whole lot of technical analysis and everything before I put out any stock alerts. Okay, so for $8 a month, you guys can get the $50 value of Stock Junkies. And listen guys, this algorithm, I've seen many other YouTubers actually refer to their information in their videos, so I know people are actually paying for this algorithm, okay? Or else this wouldn't be a thing that I try to outsource, right? But it's been very worth it, okay? And it's been very good. You guys can check that out. The Patreon link is down in the comments. It's the first comment pinned. You guys check that out. Worth your money. All right, now let's get talking about the second reason why HCMC didn't respond. Now, the second reason why I believe that they didn't file a response is simply because they didn't have to, okay, guys? And I know people, the shorts like to think, oh, HCMC was lazy, HCMC missed the deadline. But guys, when there's billions of dollars at stake, I'm actually coming out with a video tomorrow explaining how much money HCMC will win if they win the lawsuit, and where will the stock price be when they win. So make sure you guys subscribe and also ding that bell, okay? Ding that notification bell, so tomorrow when I drop that HCMC video on what the price will be if HCMC wins and how much the settlement will be, you guys get that first video, okay? You guys get that video fast. You guys get to it quick, okay? So it's not that they didn't want to, it's that they wanted to not, right? I mean, it's not that they didn't, it's that they didn't want to. It's not that they didn't get to do so, it's that they didn't want to do so, right? These guys have some of the best patent lawyers in the world, because they understand there's billions of dollars at stake right now, right? And the truth is, when you look at the statistics from previous year of the patent lawyers office, you see that 20% of petitions don't get a response. So it's not that, and 20% is 1 in 5, guys, okay? So 1 in 5 petitions don't get a response, and they actually just follow through and go to trial, right? So a response wasn't necessary in the case of HCMC. Now, would it have been better maybe if they came out with a response? We don't know, right? Because of the previous reason I mentioned. Maybe they're just holding back that specialty, you know, that specialty, that hidden move, right? And that they're gonna hit Phillip Morris with. Now, the third reason why I believe HCMC didn't respond to Phillip Morris's petition is simply because the moon doesn't care for barking dogs. Now, what the hell does that mean, Money Talk? What is this, a philosophy channel or a investment channel? Well, I thought you were the #1 information and entertainment, not #1 philosophy. Well, let me explain to you what I mean, my friends. Okay, so the saying goes, the moon doesn't care for barking dogs. That means the dog can bark at the moon all day long and nothing changes as long as the moon doesn't bark back at the dog. Because if the moon barks back at the dog, all hell breaks loose. Because what the hell is the moon doing barking, right, guys? And in this scenario, the moon is HCMC, and the barking dog, the rabid dog, is Phillip Morris. Now, building on what I just said, I actually want to quote Robert Greene from the 48 Laws of Power. If you guys haven't read this book, this is a very, very interesting and mind-provoking book. And it basically explains to you the rules of power and how to gain power in situations and in life in general. And the law number 4 from Robert Greene's book is always say less than necessary, right? Now, always say less than necessary, I believe this is exactly what HCMC is doing right now. Now, of course, you guys may be like, but this is in court. Why would they say less than necessary? Well, that's because this is not the trial yet, right, guys? This is not the trial yet. And building on back on the first point I was making, they don't want to give away their best moves, right? Now, again, to quote Robert Greene's law number 22 is use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power, right? And let's just quote what he had to say and just a quick cliff note on what this actually means, right? Using a surrender tactic to transform weakness into power. So it reads, people trying to make a show of their authority are easily deceived by the surrender tactic. It is always our first instinct to react, to meet aggression with some other kind of aggression. But the next time someone pushes you and you find yourself starting to react, try this. Do not resist or fight back, but yield. Turn the other cheek, bend, If you surrender, instead, you have the opportunity to coil around your enemy and strike with your fangs from close up. And that's exactly what I believe HCMC is planning on doing, right, guys? Coming out, not responding, saying, "Oh, look, we don't have any information. We can't even respond. Look at it, we can't even respond." And then, you know what I mean? And then, just like that, right? Just like that. Sorry for sudden burst of energy, guys, all right, but I'm very excited. I'm honestly very excited to see where this trial is going. And if you are too, make sure to smash that like button. All right, guys, I want to see you guys smash that like button. If we hit 100 likes, guys, I'm gonna be very, very pleased. All right, I'm gonna be very happy, and I'm gonna actually buy $100 worth more shares of HCMC. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys, all right, that I have bought 100 more shares of HCMC. And then remember, the video is coming out tomorrow, okay, guys? The video on how much the lawsuit is going to be and what the price of HCMC will be after they win. So once again, make sure you guys subscribe and ring that notification bell, okay? That bell, make sure you press that. With that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. Those were the top 3 reasons why I believe HCMC decided to not to respond to HCMC's Phillip Morris's petition, right? And if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll really appreciate if you guys smash the like button, subscribe, and also check out that Patreon, right, guys? I mean, the value on that Patreon is godly, all right? Godly, to say the least, okay? So with that being said, check that out. You will 100% enjoy it. It's the first of the month, so you guys are getting the full value. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Money Talk out. Happy investing.